Okay, so Bleach came back with 1,000-Year Blood War, and I gotta say, it's been pretty good. Probably you don't have to tell most of you that, because most of the people that clicked on this video are probably Bleach fans. But in my opinion, I think they've taken the source material and elevated it a lot. It is a pretty fantastic adaptation. They were not messing around with this one. And one of the aspects of its production I think the Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War anime did fantastically was its use of color. Going into the season of this anime, I thought that it would be very desaturated, the color palette would be very dim, but that wasn't the case at all. I thought that was going to be the case because of the war part of a 1,000-Year Blood War. It's a war, so I thought they were going to go with a way more serious tone. Now, this anime doesn't just throw bright colors at the screen at you, that's not what I'm saying. There are scenes where there's not much variety in terms of bright popping neon colors, but the anime doesn't look like the Snyder cut of the Justice League. It's still pretty saturated. Now here's some examples of the anime using colors to emphasize emotions in specific scenes. It uses color palette whether dark or bright in a perfect balance. When Ichigo is coming out of his inner world and he finally accepted all of himself, the color that dominates the screen is blue. Blue can be associated with a lot of things like wisdom, trust, loyalty, inspiration, freedom, confidence, and intelligence, as well as a variety of other things. In that same scene when Ichigo finishes forging his new Zanpakuto, two colors that are shown the most on the screen are yellow and orange. Orange can be associated with optimism and energy, and yellow is closely associated with happiness and hope. Backtracking again, when Ichigo is in his inner world talking to Zangetsu, the color that dominates the screen is gray. Gray is a very neutral color. It's closely associated with depression and loss, as well as balance and other stuff. In episode 6, when Yamamoto is absolutely dominating or seemingly dominating against Yuha, the color palette goes from bright colors to very menacing colors. An example of the very menacing colors is when Yamamoto decides to use Zangannotachi South. The skeletons of the dead people that come out are coated in red and the area is very purple. Red is associated with danger, courage, and sacrifices, as well as anger, and a bunch of other stuff. And the purple in the area gives off an air of mystery. When Yamamoto finishes off not Yuha and it starts raining, the colors that dominate the area is, well, gray. And as I said before, gray is associated with depression and loss. Gray being a dominant color in the area carries on to the next episode, episode 7, the episode where Ichigo gets his ass handed to him. When he engages Yuha and figures out that he's the one who did this to the Soul Society, or at least gave the order, he gets really mad and his spiritual pressure is really menacing. It's coated in red. Again, red is associated with danger and courage as well as anger. When Unohana and Kenpachi are fighting, the area they are in is mostly black. A few things that black is associated with is mystery, power, and death. Sadness and anger too. When Unohana activates her Bankai, the color that dominates the area is red, and I already explained the meaning of red, at least a few meanings. So yeah, that's all I gotta talk about for this video. I'm sure there's other colors I didn't get to or ways they use colors that I missed, but for now that's it. So yeah, that's it for this video. I really like this first core of the anime. I'm kinda curious to see what they'll do for the next core. Here's hoping they do not fuck it up, please. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye. ものにって思うのにできなくてとさえできなくてとさえでフラフラ